Come along with us as we spend some time at an amazing place in Sandusky, Ohio. We love this park so much that we can be found here once a week during the 2025 season. Amazing rides, fantastic food, and plenty of fun waits for us here at America's Roller Coast.
Hello everybody and welcome back to CedarPointDotTV.
Good morning. You too.
We showed up at 10 and 15ish, 30ish.
It was like 10:30.
We pulled in the parking lot at 10:15.
Yeah.
And it takes some time to get the fanny pack and load up the ducks and the waters. And I have a picture of the American flag from the parking lot at 10:23. Perfect. We got here at 10:30. And then we entered the beach entrance.
We've been enjoying entering in the beach entrance recently. At the main entrance, we've kind of explained this before, security line gets pretty backed up and it makes us feel like we're walking from preferred parking all the way back into the regular parking lot just to get in line for security.
Yep.
So we'd rather just go this way.
Yeah, much more pleasant.
Yeah, even if it ends up being a similar amount of time, it was very nice.
Yep. It's really hard to walk one way before you got to go the other. It really just does feel weird.
Yeah.
So if I'm going to do something like that, I'd rather have some beautiful scenery that we got this morning, the beach, and the boardwalk, and the gatekeeper, and it just looks so nice.
Usually when we enter in the main entrance, we go straight to Point Plaza to get our fast lane. But since we're entering in the beach, it doesn't make sense to go all the way to Point Plaza. So instead, we went to Pagoda Gift Shop.
Yep. Lily suggested we headed off to the Pagoda, and that sounded like a pretty logical place. And sure enough, it was the perfect place to go to based on our trajectory and where we wanted to go.
Yeah. We got the fast lane, and also I got some gloves because it's cold out here and I couldn't find my gloves this morning.
You guys were able to swoop in there and do that pretty quickly too. We were in and out fast. 'Cause
Yeah.
not a lot of people were in that area of the park at that time.
There was no line at Pagoda Gift Shop to buy anything.
Yep. Yep. And Lily's gloves may or may not be falling apart already.
Yeah, they were $10 and there's already a huge string hanging off of it.
Oh.
They're
literally unraveling.
You could probably for like $1.37 buy a 10-pack on Amazon for all I know. They're pretty darn cheap.
I wish I could have found my other ones that I literally bought here for the same price last year. They're lost in my room somewhere.
Yep.
It's literally one pair of gloves.
After Pagoda, we tried to get some hot cocoa at the Skyline Refresh, and we were not successful. They said that they were out of hot cocoa.
Out, as in not in.
It was
They
before
never
I
had
could
it,
even
dude.
set
They
it.
never had
They
it.
never had any because how? It hasn't even really been that cold
No.
this season. We've had a lot of really nice days.
No.
And we've asked for, anytime we ask for coffee and anytime we ask for hot cocoa, no, you can't get any.
Nope.
The Grand Pavilion has been the only place that I've reliably been able to go and get coffee and hot cocoa.
That's right.
So now after we tried to get that hot cocoa, what did we do?
We went and you guys rode Top Thrill too.
Yeah.
Yep.
We were keeping our eyes open for Phil,
Yep.
see if he was there. He's been wanting to get a ride with us on Top Thrill.
He was probably on the one that rolled back.
Probably. We don't know that for sure. There was a rollback while we were waiting in line. We were like about to get on and it happened and they had to kind of address the situation, run a few empty trains.
I saw it happen. It didn't register in my mind, and then Lily's like, "Oh, what's going on?" And because she couldn't see that top hat from my point of view,
Yeah, I couldn't
or from
see
her
anything.
point of view. I had the point of view, and I didn't even recognize what happened. But then we watched them. We thought maybe they might unload them or something, but
No.
nope. They actually sent them on back over that thing. That would be fun.
They had a successful time the second time around.
Yeah, they warmed that track up. There's something going on when it's cold.
Right, there must be.
That's what it was like at the beginning of the season when it was cold too.
Yeah.
Okay, right, yeah.
After that ride on Top Thrill 2, of course, like the Fun Pics thing was closed. Couldn't get our
usual.
Fun Pics picture. And later we learned they weren't even taking pictures.
They weren't even
apparently.
taking pictures.
We tried to go up and get it from the Fun Pics place next to Hugo's. Apparently they just weren't taking pictures on Top Thrill 2, at least this morning. I don't know if they fixed that or what.
Very sad.
Yeah, very sad.
Yep.
And after your guys' ride on Top Thrill 2, we kind of wandered back a little bit further towards Backbeat Q.
Backbeat Q.
And we got the candy apple pulled pork and macaroni and cheese, and that was delicious.
Oh yeah.
That pulled pork was incredible. I loved it. Way better than their normal pulled pork they usually have. The candy apple one was great with the mac and cheese. You know, I like the normal one, but this one is just wow.
Yeah, it was wow. It was definitely wow. And they did kind of skimp a little on the macaroni and cheese part of it, but we still had a really good snack.
There was a lot of pulled pork on that plate, just
Yeah.
not very much mac and cheese.
Yeah, there was like kind of double or more pulled pork than there was mac and cheese, which is like kind of a little lopsided. But
Yeah. Yeah, there was a ton of the pulled pork, which thanks, guys.
I'm
That's
not
awesome.
complaining about
Yeah.
the amount of the
Nope.
pulled pork.
Usually it's the other way around. Usually there's more of the side than the main thing.
Yep.
So, whatever.
I'm fine with it.
So we were gonna ride the Magnum. That was kind of our plan.
Yeah.
We were gonna ride the Magnum.
We were sitting at the pretzel fillers seating though. It's kind of across from Backbeat Q. And we heard a message playing in the Magnum XL 200 line that they were going to be down for a short period of time.
Yep, changed our plans.
Yep.
So because of that, we decided to head back towards a roller coaster we haven't been riding much lately. We've been spending a lot of time at the front of the park, and we were neglecting Steel Vengeance, so we headed that way.
Yeah.
Yep, got in line for that with the fast lane, and we're getting up there, and we get up there, and attention riders. So they were experiencing a delay, and it did not take them long after the first announcement to be like, attention riders, get the heck out of our line. We don't want you here. Nobody loves you.
Because they at first said that it was going to be a brief delay in operations. They kind of said they weren't really sure. So we waited a little bit.
Yep.
Then
Talked to the guy. We gave him a Mr. Duck, a glow-in-the-dark Mr. Duck, to ride the attendant there that was going to
line
let us
attendee,
through.
I don't know their job
What
title.
is their job title? We'll find out. Let
They
me know.
rotate a lot, so they're not sitting and doing the same thing all
The
day.
dude.
Yeah. The final message though was basically like, okay, this delay is going to be longer than we thought. You should go and enjoy another ride.
Yep. Yep. So we decided that we would do exactly that.
Yeah, you guys did the only logical thing and jumped on the Maverick.
Yep.
We walked as quickly as we could over to Maverick because we kind of thought that a lot of people would be doing the same exact thing.
They had a 60-minute wait time on the regular line and like a 25-minute wait or so on the fast lane was about to head in that direction. And it just made sense that they would be going to that one. They didn't. They didn't at all. I don't know where they went. They went somewhere else. The line for the Maverick didn't look like it changed at all. We got off of Maverick, we met Noah over by the Singing Pumpkins, they did some Metallica. I can't show you because copyright stuff. And then Noah wandered over to the Frontier Inn, and he got a what do they call that cheeseburger?
The Trailblaze cheeseburger.
The Trailblaze cheeseburger. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not as good as Coasters, but it's an actual cheeseburger.
It is. It's a bona fide cheeseburger. It tastes like you made it at home.
That's important to note because previously in the season it was more like something you might pull out of your freezer and put in the microwave.
Worse, gas station.
Yeah, it was like worse.
They
It
sold
was
it at Sam's
really
Club or
bad,
something. Yeah,
like-
we've talked about it a couple times. I'm not showing you pictures. Yuck. I'm sorry. I'm not doing it.
You don't deserve that.
Yeah, you're better than that.
Yeah.
So after we ate that delicious burger,
You guys went and rode the Millennium Force after that.
Love Millennium Force. It was kind of cold today though.
that thing is slow. They turned it down.
I think something to do with the cold like just makes these things a little,
The steel's gonna be
Slower.
different.
like
And
it's just different
The air
conditions.
like is thicker or something because I actually had a hard time breathing I felt like I stuck my head out the window of a car when we're driving down the road.
Yeah.
Which I know it should feel like that as it is, but usually it doesn't. I don't know.
It definitely looks a lot slower today than it has in the past.
Just watching
know
it go
about a
by when you're
lot
standing in
slower.
line, like it's usually like, and this time it was like,
Yeah, while you guys were on it, I was in the Millennium Lounge. It was kind of just like,
Yeah, as it
Millennium
came
Force
down,
again.
the end is always just like fast all the way to the end, and Noah's probably just watching it like slow motion. It's like, wow. So after the Millennium Force, which is an amazing ride, if you didn't know,
It's
I'm
always
sure you knew.
awesome.
We headed over towards the Millennium Lounge and met up with Noah, or did we? Yeah.
Yeah, you guys met up with me.
Yeah, we met up
hung
with
out
Noah
for
at the
that.
Millennium Lounge, and I had the little tiny cookies, the little vanilla cookies.
I snacked on some potato chips. You know,
Good
I
little
love my
sugar fix.
potatoes.
I had a granola bar.
You had a granola bar?
Yep.
Yum.
Thank you for waiting. Enjoy the rest of your day here at Cedar Point. Right on.
Right on.
And after that is actually when we exited the park to get drone shots.
Yeah, on the way out, we decided to stop, and didn't we need a fun picture on the way out?
Yeah, that's when we
Yes.
tried to get the Top Thrill 2
Top Thrill 2.
picture.
Yep.
That's when we were told that they weren't even taking photos.
Yeah, no, they took the day off. The guy that stands in the little thing and goes like this with the camera wasn't there.
Well,
Big shot.
also while we were at that Fun Pics booth, we got our Bellraven photos.
Yes.
So someplace, it was right before we went to the Fun Pics booth.
Yes.
We got a Bellraven
must have,
ride.
we rode the Millennium Force, and then after the Millennium Force, we went on over to the Bellraven.
Yes,
How the
we
heck can I
did.
forget that? Love that ride.
Bellraven is always so fun.
Yeah.
I love that dive
Dude, they
coaster.
turned that one down a little bit too. They got a little knob back there, and that one was turned down too because a couple reasons I'm saying that. Like it did feel a little more sluggish.
Yeah.
It's like it's pushing up against more air as it's going, and the steel is probably a different shape because of the cold. But more than that, when we got to the second drop, it almost slowed us down completely to a stop.
Right.
The brake check that's there.
Usually when you're going up to the second drop, you just kind of like go right over.
Yeah.
We went so slow.
No, they hit the brakes. They turned it down. Another reason why I'm saying they turned it down is at the very end, it's usually like, and you know,
Right.
I mean, if you rode it, you know. I mean,
It's-
they get it. This
The
time,
end is like intense.
super smooth and slow.
Yeah.
Thing.
No
So.
whiplash from the brakes.
Yep. So a lot of the summer, I think that they had that thing cranked up to 11. It's only sitting at about an 8 right now. So, and then after the Bellraven, we went over to the Fun Pics to get the Top Thrill 2 photo,
Yep. That's
which
when,
did not exist.
Yeah, it's when we learned that they weren't taking Top Thrill photos today. It's kind of a bummer. We were gonna try and get our video.
Yep. And then we were mobbed by the paparazzi.
We
Remember
were.
that?
Yeah, Allison
actually.
and Braden both came up to us as we were trying to get that picture.
You know, that would have been more believable if you guys had cameras out trying to make us feel famous and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, no, I think they were going on break, so they didn't have their cameras at all.
Hope you had a good break.
Gave them both Mr. Duck.
Yep.
Yep.
Glow in the dark Mr. Ducks
Yep.
today.
So we went and got the drone shots. The weather was great. I mean, the sky's cloudy. There wasn't a whole lot of wind, so I was able to fly a little while. There wasn't anything in particular I was trying to focus on. Honestly, most of the time when it comes to flying this drone in this area to keep it within line of sight, and keep everything within the rules of the FAA under my Part 107. I really only fly the one side. I don't go, I'm definitely not flying over the park. That's ridiculous. I hear somebody did that last night. Stop it.
Yikes, that is scary.
Stop it. Don't fly over open air assemblies, please.
Right.
And but my camera, I have a Maverick 3 Pro. I use the zoom on it a lot. It really helps get me in there and get some good perspectives. And sure, I would love to fly on the other side where Hotel Breakers is, and I would love to fly all over this park. But you know what? You can't, and so you just got to follow the rules. That's the way she goes.
It's dangerous.
So follow the rules, please. And if you are flying drones and you don't have a Part 107 and you don't know the rules, at least do the trust certificate so that you can know the rules. And then if somebody says you can't fly over their place, just be nice and don't do it.
Yeah.
Even though technically the FAA is the only place that can control the airspace, Cedar Point can tell you whether you can take off and land from this place.
I completely understand them not wanting you to fly your drone next to some of these roller coasters.
Yeah, well,
why are you flying right next to the roller coasters?
Your maximum height is 400 feet. The top thrill 2 is 420 feet. Like, no, don't do it.
That's dangerous.
So, and then after we did all that, we came on back.
Yep.
Yeah, we used the Magnum entrance this time. We walked right past the beach entrance and kind of walked around Hotel Breakers. I sat in a big chair.
Gigantic.
It was a huge chair.
I was concerned she would get stuck.
You slide back quite far.
In fact, the wrong person could get lost in there.
Yeah.
Right, I can see some little kid like not being able to get out. Help me, mommy.
But no, it's always a nice walk here. We're loving the boardwalk.
Yeah.
And the beaches. Sometimes walking through Cedar Point, and a lot of you guys already know this, like it can be difficult. Like people are coming at you from all directions, and if they're not, you can count on it. They will be. They're gonna veer right at you for no reason.
On some of the most empty days, we have had experiences where the path is clear. It's clear. It's still clear. And then bam.
Bam, where'd they come
whole
from?
bunch of people. And they aren't really on a mission, like they don't really know where they're going.
Yeah, they're just kind of meandering.
And so sometimes they even stop directly in front of entrances of places to figure out if they are going to go in or go out. Meanwhile, there's a line forming outside of the entrance of people that want to for sure go in, but there's a massive blob of people that don't know.
50% of the time, they end up walking away.
Yep.
And we're standing there still looking dumb. So I guess we're supposed to shove them out of the way and pardon me kind of thing. But honestly, when you come to Cedar Point, just be courteous of other people. Start considering that there's a lot of people trying to move around. It's like a highway. You wouldn't stop in the middle of the highway to check for your directions. If you had to check for directions, you'd pull off the side of the road.
Yeah. When you stop in the middle of the road, you can possibly get rear-ended.
Yes. Yes, I accidentally basically smacked the lady's butt today. That did happen. It did happen.
Because she stopped
ma'am,
and
I
you were
apologize.
walking and it just
Body
happened.
check.
Don't stop when you're in flowing traffic. So, but we walked all the way back to the Magnum entrance. That's it. All these entrances are cool.
Yeah.
So it's nice knowing that you can go in and out of the park a little more easy than going all the way up to the front.
Yeah, it's so much better.
Yep. And so we walked right in, and Noah went to backbeat queue while we went and rode the Magnum.
Yeah, since we didn't get a chance to ride Magnum XL200 earlier in the day, we decided to go ahead and do that. We were in row 11 again.
Thanks, Steve.
Thank you, Steve, for the advice.
Good suggestion, man. Both times, row 11 is the spot for me. Like,
yeah, because we like to be further back, and row 11 is one of the ones that he listed as not being above the wheels. Basically, just don't be above the wheels.
Yeah, I think that was really the gist of it.
Yeah. There were these kids behind us, and they had a great time. After the ride was over, they were like, "We should do it again. we gotta convince Mom to
Mom
get back in
said
line. We gotta do it again. We gotta do it again. And we see them, and like after we get off, they walk up to their mom and they're like, can we do it again? And Mom's like, no, sorry, we don't have time.
She said no, and then she said, climbed on her broom and flew away. No, I'm just kidding. She probably had plans.
Yeah, they clearly had plans to go get in more rides than just that.
So, and I'm sure they had a blast. Whatever ride they went and rode next, it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good. If they love the Magnum that much, I hope they went on Steel Vengeance.
Right, Steel Vengeance is awesome.
So what? When you went to Backbeat Q, what did we get?
Yeah, I got the jalapeno cheddar sausage and the baked beans.
Great combination.
It was delicious. That jalapeno cheddar sausage in the baked beans was a really good combination.
Yeah, the baked beans alone, they're okay. They're pretty good.
There's
The
beans.
moment you throw that sausage in there, man, the jalapeno flavor, the sausage flavor goes into the beans. Good stuff.
Really
Yeah.
good. And they fixed the amount of baked beans that you get. There was a time where we've gotten baked beans at Backbeat Q before, and it was maybe 2 bites, 2 actual regular little black plastic spoons like you can get there.
It's like one scoop.
Yeah, like
with a tablespoon.
1 tablespoon of beans.
That's difficult to split between 3 people.
It is, yeah.
Yep.
Here's a bean for you. Here's a bean for you.
I know it's not like
We
meant
start
for
fighting
that,
over who
but,
got the
like,
bigger bean.
This time, the amount of beans that we got, like each in our own little cup, was probably the amount that we got that time. So.
Yeah, it was the perfect size snack. It really was.
And it was really delicious.
Yeah.
So we left the Backbeat Q and we wandered back towards Steel Vengeance, laying ducks along the way.
Yeah. Oh, a whole ton of ducks got put down.
Going towards Steel Vengeance in hopes to get the Fun Picks video.
Yes.
I've been on
been the goal.
a dang mission.
That's the goal.
And I, up until today, have not been able to get a clear answer as to why it doesn't just show up in my account like everybody says it's supposed to.
That's why we were looking out for Top Thrill Phil on the Top Thrill 2, because he gets them all the time.
Yeah.
We wanted to see what the trick was. We didn't see him, and the dang thing wasn't even open, so whatever. Next chance we get is Steel Vengeance. So we rode the Steel Vengeance. You probably wouldn't believe me if I told you it was a really awesome ride.
No way.
It's always a fun ride. There was a lot of craziness going on in the Steel Vengeance line.
Yes.
First
Hollering
thing I
and
saw,
Sorry.
there was these 2 guys in front of us, like young teens, and we're like kind of far away from the point where you split off to go put your stuff in the lockers if you have any. But one of them had both of their stuff, got out of the line, went to the lockers,
Being sneaky.
came back, got in line with his friend, and then when we got up to the point where we're supposed to split, like if you have stuff, you go to the lockers, if you don't have stuff, you continue. They were gonna continue because they didn't have stuff anymore because they already put it away. But the line person, telling you like where to go, was like, oh no, you gotta wait in that line since you used the lockers.
Yeah, he watched him.
You can't just like bypass the line like that.
What would happen if everybody just did whatever they wanted to do? We'd all be running into each other.
It'd be chaos. Like just follow these basic rules that are set.
So it was really cool to watch them basically not move a single bit forward
Yeah,
for all that extra effort.
yeah.
Then
Then the next crazy thing that happened when we were waiting in line for Steel Vengeance, we're up there, right about to get assigned where we're gonna sit. And you know, the ride operators on Steel Vengeance, they have a lot of things to tell you. They tell you not to touch your lap bar. Another thing is when you're stepping through the gates, they say,
step through the gates.
Step through the gates. Step through it's so many times.
Don't touch your lap bar, step through the freaking gates.
And
Stuff like
somebody, believe it or not, didn't take their opportunity to step through the gates. I watched the entire thing happen. He had so much opportunity to step through the gates. He noticed he missed his opportunity, and what does he do? Tries to climb over the gate, and all the ride operators are like, no, don't climb over the gate.
Like, you fall on your head, you dummy.
Why are you climbing over the gate right now? You missed your opportunity. I'm sorry, when you're told 50,000 times to walk through the gate and you didn't walk through the gate, you missed your chance. You don't get to go on that train.
I kind of understand it a little. There is a little roller coaster fog that happens with all the adrenaline and the food and the fun and all that. You end up in a little bit of a coma sometimes, staring off into oblivion.
Right.
And you can literally hear somebody say, step through the gate 100 times, and it never registers until after that gate closes. I see that.
Oh,
Another
But
thing-
don't climb, don't jump over. What the heck?
Another thing that could have happened, like I've seen this happen before, is when you're supposed to step through the gates, and actually now that I think about it, this isn't even the case for Still Vengeance. On some rides, the people getting off are standing in the same spot that you need to be standing in.
Yep.
But on Still Vengeance, they get off on the opposite side, so I don't know why that guy didn't stand
he has
gate.
no excuse.
No excuse. You should have stepped through the gates. They said it so many times.
But that was a great ride, and we went down and of course saw there was no ride photo, but we noted the time.
Yeah.
And went and got we retrieved our stuff from the lockers, and then we headed over towards the farmhouse kitchen and met up with Noah.
Yep.
And ate some pretty delicious food.
Yeah, we got the 3 sides, and 2 sides were the chicken and dumplings, and 1 side was the seasoned potato wedges, and that made a really good snack split between 3 people.
Yeah, that was a good way to go. Like normally we'll get like 3 of the chicken and dumplings, or something,
Right.
and then you get a biscuit, which is good. But Noah mixing it up with just getting the 2 and throwing in the potatoes, that was a nice meal.
Nice and warm for a cold day like today. Like the chicken and dumplings, it's almost like a soup, but it's not like soupy. You get what I'm saying? Nice.
It's like a stew.
Right.
Yeah, Stewie.
When we were eating the chicken and dumplings, we were thinking about how amazing their chili is, and we like them both. And so we plotted to make a new sort of, I guess, food hack, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
We were gonna go and get the smashed potatoes and get the chili and pour it on there, and you get all the fixings for your chili, and it would have been like a loaded smashed potato.
Right.
And I'm very sorry, I have to report that
No
they didn't
chili.
have any chili.
No chili.
So maybe next time. I really hope to get that, because that sounds good. I'm still thinking about it right now.
Honestly, that sounded so good. Like, why no chili?
I don't.
It's
Yeah.
fall. It's a
What gives?
perfect fall day to eat chili.
Had chili all summer, and now that it's cold.
Now that it makes sense to have.
Right. I thought chili was a fall thing, and we're gonna get rid of it during the fall.
Yep.
Make it make sense.
Yeah, bad move.
Definitely a bad move.
So after the chicken and dumplings, actually, we wanted that meal of the chili, so we were gonna go and ride the Maverick and then the Steel Vengeance again. That would build up our appetite so that we can have that delicious meal. So we headed off to the Maverick first this time, so the reverse order.
Yeah, before
what we
we did
did.
Maverick though, we actually got a ride on
Holy
Skyhawk.
cow.
I
Oh
can't
my
believe you
gosh.
were gonna forget about Skyhawk. I didn't even want to go on Skyhawk, but Dad
missed
convinced
the
me.
Skyhawk. That's one of my favorite rides. I love it. You get that tickle in your stomach through the entire thing. To the
Now,
point where you actually, it's like a reverse of it at the end. It's weird.
let me explain. I said I didn't want to ride Skyhawk. I like Skyhawk, but I had this one experience one time where my lap bar was way too loose, and I don't know why it was so loose, but I was lifting up out of my seat so much that I felt like if I didn't like push myself back with the very little thing, the little nub in front of you that you have to hold on to, which is like nothing, I felt like if I didn't push myself back that I was just gonna slip right out of that seat.
Yeah.
And that's really a scary experience to have on Skyhawk. So
It is scary.
now every time I go on it, I make sure that I ask them to push down the lap bar extra. They go and they push it down and it's so loose. When they push it down again, it pushes down like 5 or 6 more clicks.
It was 5 clicks, I counted.
Why do they think I need to be in there so loose? Do they want me to fly out?
You know, I can vouch for this too because like the Skyhawk, when you're in there nice and snug, you feel secure. It's not that scary at all.
Yeah, it's nice when you're
One
secure.
time, I was gonna be all smart and I made myself fat. I know what you're thinking. I'm already, but whatever. I didn't make myself, whatever. But no, I pretended like I was a little bit bigger. They pushed that down. I had a lot of wiggle room. Let me tell you, I screamed a little bit. I don't do
scary.
that. I was a little scared. Okay, I was scared to death. So I know what Lily went through. I did it to myself on purpose. So like I was able to know like, okay, that was my fault. But no, it does really feel like you could slip right out of there. I want to believe that it's physically impossible, or else you'd heard a story of that by now. I want to believe that your body literally has to break in a couple places for it to actually happen. But boy, it does get real scary when you do that.
All I know is I don't want to come up out of the seat this much.
You know,
and
it's
that
wild.
might be exaggeration, I don't know. But
You were sitting in the exact seat that happened in.
right.
11 and 12. 12 was the seat, and I had 11 and you had 12 today.
Right.
And I didn't want to say anything about it.
Because I kind of was like, I'm never sitting in this seat
Some
ever
of them
again.
actually have more wiggle to it. When it goes down, like it actually has more.
Yeah, like it's
wiggle
clicked
to
in
it.
place and it's
Whoa.
not gonna come unclicked, but it's wiggling. And so when my entire body is going up against that bar that is supposed to keep me alive and it's wiggling like it could snap, that's kind of scary.
Anyway, it's a fantastic ride. Go and ride it. It's freaking awesome. You get the tickle in your stomach the whole time. It's a big giant swing. Make sure you're in there nice and snug and you'll feel nice and safe. I can't believe I was going to forget about that ride. I almost had to beg you.
Right. But after that, we headed towards Maverick to ride that.
30-minute fast lane.
Yeah.
It was a little bit longer that second time, 35-minute fast lane. Uneventful, if I remember correctly. Relatively uneventful, other than, you know, the ride at the end of the way.
Yeah.
That was eventful. It was a Maverick ride. We were in the last seat of that train, I think, that time. Which doesn't matter so much for that short train.
Yeah, Maverick is so short. I think the last one is 6.
Yeah.
6.
Is it 6? It doesn't bend. Like the roller coasters that have a lot of bend to it, like you whip around in that last row, which is what makes it so cool. That's not really the case in Maverick.
Yeah.
And then after Maverick, we moseyed on over to the Steel Vengeance again. And reason being is we haven't been riding these rides a lot. We've been in the front of the park a lot. And we know next week on Halloween, we're going to be hanging out at the arcade.
Yes.
And we're going to have a whole bunch of ducks for everybody who's kind of not had the opportunity to get one or just wants more. And so we're going to be spending a lot more time at the front of the park again. So we made sure we got in a couple rides on Maverick and Steel Vengeance tonight. The Steel Vengeance ride, there was some very loud, rambunctious, some roller coaster enthusiasts, and they sounded like they might have been a little intoxicated. They were some drunk thuzies, they were. And,
They were having a great time.
Oh my gosh, they were nearing obnoxious. But I'm glad they had a great time. They didn't really, other than yelling in everybody's ear, they didn't disrupt too much.
Honestly, I'll say this because I'm from this generation. They were acting like Zoomies, and they were boomers. So shocking.
Nah, I think they were Gen X.
That would make more sense.
Yeah, I think they were
X.
Gen X, the OG Zoomie.
The original Subi. After you guys got done with the Steel Vengeance, you kind of made your guys' way back to where I was at the farmhouse, and I was going to go in there and get the smashed potatoes and the chili.
Yep.
And that's when I discovered that there was no chili today. I somehow didn't recognize that the first time I went into the building. So we ended up making a beeline straight for the Panda Express.
Who did that? She said.
He goes to Captain.
Panda Express.
We ended up getting sweet power chicken and the lo mein and kung pao with white rice.
Yes.
Very good.
Helped very much with my stuffy nose.
The kung pao will clean you right out.
That stuff is spicy and it's really good with the white rice.
It is. The white rice actually helps bring the spice down about 1/10 of a notch.
It makes it more manageable for sure.
It makes it a little bit more manageable.
While we were eating that Panda Express,
Oh my.
I heard some commotion. I heard yelling. And I look over to my left to where the noise is coming from, and there's 2 security guards talking to a younger guy. And I didn't really hear the entire conversation, but
He
it
was
sounded
swearing
like
to God a lot.
yeah.
I
Yep.
swear to God a lot.
It sounded like he was line jumping. He got caught. It sounds like to me, like his group of people that he was with, first of all, have his phone. He left to like use the restroom or something. He was just trying to like piece it
because
together.
That's how we do that around here.
Just trying to piece it together. And when he comes back, he's trying to get in the spot where all of his friends are, which means you're cutting a bunch of people in line to get to your friends.
A lot of you have seen this before. Some of you will be like, no, and you just make a brick wall and you call security. So one of you probably did that with this guy.
Yep.
You got, I mean, if you don't do it and everybody starts doing that, it's a big free-for-all. It's chaos.
Yeah, it turns
Yep.
into chaos. You can't do that with the food either, and for good reason. Like,
Yeah.
Why is it so difficult if you want to wait in the line together, wait in the line together?
Yeah.
If somebody has to go and use the restroom, all of you go towards that direction,
Yes.
let them do their thing, then you all get in
Enter
the line.
together. They had a new recording that I'd never heard before on Top Thrill 2 today,
Yeah.
saying all that stuff. They need to
Enter
get
the
that,
line
just
together.
blast it through the whole park.
Yep.
Knock it off, people.
And so he's arguing with security, saying he didn't do whatever he did and blah, 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 blah.
I swear to God, this and that. I swear to God, I swear to God.
They were about to walk him out of the park, it
Yep.
sounds like.
Sound like he was done.
They were like trying to like grab his shoulder, just have their hand resting on his shoulder, and he was like, "Stop touching me, that's harassment, stop touching me." And
he's
then
like trying to walk away.
as soon as the security guard stopped touching him, the guy ran.
Boom. Hi. I
I
wonder
don't
if
know
they
if
caught
they
him,
caught
man.
him.
Hey, somebody out there, if you got to watch him
Yeah.
get
Right.
tackled, I hope you got footage of it.
Did you see the ending?
I can send you a link. You can send it to me, and I'll put it in this video after the fact. We'll make it a little short.
Right.
Zoomy haircut, of course.
Wouldn't
with,
that
I
have
think, a
been
peach.
something like if they tackled him and we got it all on film? Like, bam, he's on the ground. Like,
It really would have been something. The one security guard was close to having him, but he didn't want to commit, it looked like.
yeah, no, it's like, is it worth it?
Yeah.
Like, what if you hurt somebody? What if you hurt him on
The
accident?
guy's already
Right.
yelling out, "You're
Yeah.
harassing me, stop
Right.
touching me," stuff like that.
Yep. So hopefully
Cause a
they.
scene.
I mean, I got a good video of them. I'm sure their body cam did too. So you know they're looking for them.
Right.
They're gonna have to find. They're gonna find them. Probably on the way out of the park. Honestly.
Right.
They'll fight. I'm sorry, bro. It was nice knowing you.
Yeah.
Even if they don't get you this time, they could probably just start looking at the season pass photos.
Yeah.
And just make your season pass not work anymore.
Yep.
If you have one, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. Who knows who he is?
Right.
Maybe he jumped over the fence to get in too.
Showed up on a jet ski.
So, but after the kung pao and the chicken and the police chase, we were done for the day.
Yeah.
So
We headed up towards the front to get Fun Pics pictures from Braden.
Yep. Got to get that Steel Vengeance.
We talked to him about the video.
Yes.
I mentioned earlier, I've been trying to get Steel Vengeance and Top Thrill 2 has a video.
Yes, it does.
And every
Allegedly.
time I ask, I'm just told, it just gets put on your,
It just does it.
it just works.
It never shows up.
It should just be there.
We've been told we have to talk to a supervisor.
Right. It's supposed to just show up.
So Braden was just as confused as we are as to why
Yes.
it's not just showing up.
Very confused look on that face.
And after helping us find the first photo, the second photo, thanks to his thinking, like we
Yeah.
decided let's just make a new account.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because Lily's she's being penalized for doing it for so long.
My account is ancient. My Fun Pics account was made in 2018.
That's not
So,
even ancient. Come on.
Apparently,
Yeah, it's a few years old.
apparently, if you love Cedar Point so much that you have a Fun Pics account that is as old as that, you don't get any videos.
Nope, no love for you.
You don't get the new stuff.
So
Why? Why
there's
wouldn't
a
it
chance
work?
that you're seeing over and over and over
I
right
hope
now
so.
that video because we got to make up for never having it.
We made a whole
We
new
sort of
Fun
make
Pics account.
videos sometimes, and so it's cool to have a video to throw in the video that you're making.
Yeah, of the thing that you rode.
And we asked everybody all year. We got to the point where we just gave up.
Yeah,
and
we
that was
gave
just
up.
before we kind of met Braden.
That's
who is
why
a
we had never
supervisor.
asked him before.
Of course
I
he's
think
gonna know.
it is. It's honestly really disappointing because I should have every single Top Thrill 2 video.
Yep.
I should have every single Still Vengeance video
Yep,
from 2025 because we've gotten every single picture.
absolutely.
We've been real serious about that because we've been making these videos, and I've been wondering, like, where's my video? Everybody's getting these videos. I even asked Cedar Point Nation group. Every single comment underneath that post is like basically just telling me, oh, all you have to do is log into your
Just
Fun Pics and
automatic.
it should be there, as if I didn't try that.
It's not even there.
I would see it there because it looks different than the picture.
But it might be now. And I wonder if there's a chance I wonder if they can transfer that account, like maybe if they transfer them over somehow it links the video too. That would be a miracle, but I mean that would be worth a shot.
I want those videos.
That would be worth a shot. So after we got done getting that little bit of education, it really helped put a piece of the puzzle in place
Yeah.
that let us see the full picture. I feel better about it. There is a chance that we've got two chances that we've got a video this time.
Yep.
If we don't, then I really don't know.
Well, if we don't, then I already told Braden we're not
We
friends
can't even
anymore.
be friends anymore.
Yeah, no, it's not gonna work, bro. It's not cool. So after Fun Pics,
We were kind of done.
we wandered out here.
Yep.
On the way, we handed out a couple ducks, saw a couple people that looked familiar to us, and we looked familiar to them.
Yeah.
Yep. Handed them out ducks personally. They got all Mr. Ducks.
Yeah.
The glow in the dark ones.
Yeah, we printed exactly 20 Mr. Ducks. Maybe a dozen got handed out. One got hidden. I hid it in a nice secret little spot that
It was a
you have
little
to
bit
kind
messed up.
You have to hang out at the top of Maverick in order to even see it.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about the one. I hid two
Yeah.
Mr. Ducks. I had two Mr. Ducks. I can't remember where I hid the one that had a weird.
I know
You
exactly
printed
where
weird.
it's at.
Yeah, misprint.
So, me too. Over by Stockade Refreshments.
Yep.
I wonder
Kinda
who'll
that
find
area.
that.
But the other one was there was a ghost and a Mr. Duck in the sort of covered bridge thing that goes over after you ride the Maverick. You have to turn around and look behind you to see them. So a lot of people are gonna walk by. Good hiding spots for those
An
ducks.
employee will probably find
Yeah.
that one like tonight.
We
Found it right now.
We've been hiding all the little ones and trying to hand the nicer, bigger ones, the ghost and the Mr. Ducks and things like that, directly to people, which happens a lot. People see us with ducks. There's been a lot of kids, they'll see us and they'll love to come up and make sure we give them as many as we can.
Right.
They're all on a mission to get as many ducks. They're probably going to have a contest.
Well,
Who
I've
can get
got
the
10
most.
friends at school, so can you give me 10?
Wait, how many? I got 17 brothers and no, you don't.
Yeah. I think one kid today had 5 brothers and sisters, and I'm like, and one of the sisters is here, or is this number
I
6?
saw them all. There were 5 of
There
them.
was 5
He
of
was
them.
right.
Okay.
I gave them 5 freaking ghosts, man. Those things are nice too. They like
that
them.
one wasn't lying.
Yeah. So, but no, we really had a lot of fun today. It was a great Friday. It was a little chilly. You can see how we're dressed.
Yeah.
A little
We
chilly.
expect it to be a little chilly next week too. And about next week, and we'll try to make sure we remind you every day from now until then. We're going to be hanging out A lot, pretty much all day at the arcade. We're gonna have a ton of ducks, several different kinds, several of the good ones. I think most of them, if not all of them, will probably be glow in the dark. We've got some of the 2025 duck ponds left to give out.
Yeah.
If you needed a way to display some of your ducks, and I've got a couple other special surprises in mind for a couple lucky people that we're gonna print. And but we'll be there all day. One of us will, in one way, shape, or form. We're gonna bring Grandma. My mom's coming.
Yeah, you'll really be looking for a pumpkin bucket that glows in the dark because we 3D printed it with our regular filament that we use for all of these ducks.
Yep.
So that's what you'll be looking for. We'll show you on Facebook.
Yep. The pumpkin bucket will be, once you find that, you'll know you can reach in it and pick a duck. And I don't know if we'll give more than one to everybody. It depends. I mean, we'll have plenty, so maybe you can pick 2. We'll see.
Yeah.
Duck or treat.
Duck or treat. If it gets crazy, we'll have to knock it back down to 1.
Right. We thought it would be weird if we did like trick or treat with candy. So obviously we do trick or treat with ducks.
Yep. So with that, we'll just have to say goodbye again for the second to the last Friday here of the season.
Yeah.
Halloween weekends is almost over.
It's happy and sad.
It's
so
fast.
Still one more day left.
Yep.
And we really love being here. And then it's going to be 26 weeks before we can come back.
Oh no.
And so before I break out into tears, we'll have to say goodbye. Thanks for hanging out with us, everybody. Goodbye.
Thanks for hanging out with us as we learn about this iconic destination in Sandusky, Ohio. We will be here as much as we can this year, checking out the dining, rides, and attractions. Please like the video if you support our channel, and subscribe to see more of what we are up to at America's Roller Coast.